Alright, yo. So we got a pretty fun job today. It's late in the day, so I don't know if we're gonna get all of it done today. I might have to come back tomorrow. But we got these 2 trees to take down. Yes, it is actually 2 trees. From here it looks like 1. You can see there's buildings on both sides, plus there's like some chicken coop or something on the other. So I only have one way I can get these down. Well, I mean, there's a couple ways. I mean, I could use a big machine and go up there and cut them down piece by piece, or I could get a crane. But I do have a spot that I can drop them. This alley might get like 1 or 2 cars come down it per day, so it's not very busy. And then I got this whole parking lot here that I can drop them. So that's what I'm gonna do. As you can see, I mean, you can even see it on the camera, that tree on our right is about halfway over the garage right now. So like the top of that tree is about, I want to say, a good 15 foot off to the side of the stump here. These are some bricks they don't care about, so I'm just going to drop these trees right on them. Yeah, so this tree, if I were to just cut it, I mean, it's gonna fall right on that garage. So I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do, however, is I'm gonna put a Flying Dutchman in this thing. And I'm gonna put, hopefully, I'm gonna put it right about here where the back of my truck is currently. I'll try to explain the Flying Dutchman when I get to it, but right now what I got to do is climb up here and start stripping some of this, some of these branches off of here, so that way when it does come down, like this branch right here, yeah, it might be okay right now, but when that tree falls, I don't want that branch to smack off this garage. So whatever the distance is between the end of that building and this side of the tree, I have to take that measurement, which I think was 22 foot. And if I'm going to be cutting this tree, making my felling cut at about 4 foot high, I need to strip them branches up to 26 foot. So, you know, maybe 30 foot. I gotta climb this tree and get it clear, so that way it doesn't smack off this building when it's coming down. I gotta do kind of the same thing on this one, only this one won't be too, I don't have to go as high. I just have to get some of these that are hanging really far over. I got to get them off, so I'm gonna go climb these today, strip them up, and if I have time, if I can do that quickly enough, I'm gonna drop this one here. I am gonna set a rope up there as well. It doesn't have to be all the way up there, but at least 30 foot where I'm gonna be stripping the branches. I'm gonna set my rope. I probably don't need it, but if I'm correct and I don't need the rope, then the worst that's gonna happen is I waste an hour trying to climb up there and tie this rope. If I'm wrong and I smack this building, then, you know, it's probably gonna cost me like $30,000. So I'd rather just, you know, waste an hour, set the rope that I don't need, versus spending $30,000 in materials and about a whole month to rebuild these people's garage. So in tight areas like this, I only set ropes. And I actually have a distant aiming point way out over there. and a aiming circle right here for those view artillery and mortar guys. I can just put my gunner sights right on those and get this tree down. So yeah, I'm gonna strip these trees and I'll be back with you. There you go. So I haven't even climbed up in the trees yet, and already you can see there's quite a bit missing, especially out of this one here. So I mean, I got a big pile of brush here. Like I said, I haven't even left the ground. I just used a pole saw, and now most of what I gotta cut out of these things is already stripped. So now when I do have to climb, you know, it's gonna be a lot easier. I'm only gonna have to make a handful of cuts versus you know, having to cut a whole bunch. So if you're like one of them guys that's been climbing for a while, or you know, you're just starting a tree business and you know, you're climbing a lot like I am, get yourself a pole saw. I got this steel, what is this one? It says it on here somewhere. The HT 131. That's what I use. Echo makes a similar one. I had an Ego at first, but that thing was crap. It broke on me in 2 months. So I got this steel and I've been using it pretty hard. It's been pretty good to me. And you know, you can, on jobs like this, where you don't have to climb the whole tree, this thing is going to save you a lot of having to climb. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So now I'm gonna go get my climbing gear on and get the rest of this stripped up, get my ropes set. All right, so I just got done climbing this tree on our left. As you can see, I only got a couple feet higher than the pole saw got. I mean, I didn't get all like super high up in there, but I got way more than enough clearance now to clear this building. And what another reason why I needed to get that one cleared up is now there's less branches for this tree on our right to get hung up on. And because of these two trees grew up together, this tree on our left does not have any branches growing over on the right. So that if I would have left all of them there on the left, even if they would have cleared this garage, it would have put a lot of weight over that garage. This tree is already kind of leaning just a little bit over in that direction. So now there's less weight hanging over there. There's less weight hanging back towards the house. So it's going to be a lot easier to bring that tree down right where I want it because there's less weight. So now I have my climb line set in this tree over here on our left. So now I'm going to climb this tree on the right, about to even with where my climb line is set. I think that should give me more than enough clearance. And then we'll drop this tree first, and then clean it up, and then drop this tree over here on our left. I'm gonna leave the climb line set up though, and just kind of get it out of the way when I drop this one, because then I can just take my rigging line, tie it to the climb line, and switch it out when it's time to drop this one. That way I don't have to keep climbing or setting throw lines. I just set one line and now we're good. So I'm gonna get a rigging line tied to me, get my harness on, and go up and remove some of these branches. Especially the ones hanging back over towards the house, because those are gonna be the ones that'll hit the garage when it falls. So yeah, time to get her done. All right, so we're back. It's, well, I guess the afternoon now, but it's the next day. I got done climbing that and stripping it and set my tow line up. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a, I guess the proper name is a swinging Dutchman, but I call it a flying Dutchman. I'm gonna put a flying Dutchman cut in that tree right there. I still have my climb line hooked up into this tree, so I wrapped it around and just got it out of the way. So I'm gonna cut this one. There's some steel posts here, so I'm gonna cut it probably about like, you know, like chest high. And then that tow line is not really necessary, but again, I mean, you look at the lean of this tree, it's leaning right towards that window. So I can get it to, I'm hoping I can get it to swing past this corner here. And if it lands anywhere in this area, I'm safe. But I mean, it's pretty tight in here. So I think I can do it. I got my distant aiming point out there. There's a telephone pole. I'll take a picture of it and put a better picture up. So that's my distant aiming point, and then this post here is my aiming circle. The first cut is going to be aimed towards that pole out there, and the second cut is going to be aimed right at this. And then when I start putting the back cut in, I'm going to be using the nose of the bar. I'm going to overcut my directional cut out here. I'm going to overcut it on that end so that there's holding wood on this end. And I'm going to have my gun-in sights lined up with this, the aiming circle. And hopefully we're going to get this tree to swing right there in that mud puddle. This out here is a road. I got it cordoned off. There's about like 3 cars a day that come down through here. So I'm not too worried about it. And then I got my tow line hooked up to one of those Petzl one-way pulleys. And then I got it doubled back right to about where the stump is. So that way I'm not in any danger trying to pull on this thing. So I'm gonna set you guys up, and we're gonna take care of this tree. This tree is about to go. I gotta hold 2 fingers with it here. It's now leaning towards the radio tower, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna get in the truck, and I think I'm just gonna pull it. All right, so that was a safe fell there. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie and say I wasn't nervous there. There was a time where I thought it wasn't gonna go the right way, but I had that rope hooked up and I was able to do what I needed to do with it. You can see all this holding wood here. It was man, it was a whew. I'm coming down from all that adrenaline, man. I did get that. I got it limbed up exactly where I needed it to. It didn't hit the garage at all. Yeah, that was a it's the first time for me doing this with something like that underneath of it. So I'm pretty filled with adrenaline right now. So if you can see the stump and what's going on with that, this was the directional cut and this was the face cut, and you can see that overlap there. I kind of came in a little bit low with the felling cut, which is why it started to freak me out there a little bit. If I would have came in like a 1/2 inch higher here, 3/4 of an inch higher, I wouldn't have had this. It wouldn't have pinched my bar. But oh well, you live and you learn. It was a safe fall, so that's a good thing. You can see from back here where I was cutting, my aiming circle was here, and the distant aiming point was right here. So the tree pretty much split the difference, which is freaking awesome. That was a hard leaning tree. Whew. So this section should be good enough to go to the mill, if I can get it on a trailer, up until about where my tow line is, and then I might have some baby logs for the mill. The rest of it's just gonna go to the brush pile and get used as firewood, I guess. So I want to get my ropes out of here so I don't cut them up. I want to get my climbing rope down from there. When I'm getting that down, I'm gonna run another tow line up there, just tie it to each other, and yeah. Whew, that was it was a pretty scary tree there. I mean, I just missed that garage, but it is what it is. It came down safe, no one got hurt, and no property damage occurred. I even missed the junk car that's sitting over there on the other side of this thing, so that wasn't too bad. Oh, I got a little pine needle on it. Oh well. Problem solved. Yeah, time to get this stuff cleaned up and get that one down. Alright, so I don't know if I got any footage of that second tree falling. It got pretty dark at the end of the day when I was doing that. But this is what we got left here. It's just the logs, and then I guess they're gonna use the firewood. So we're leaving that here. I cleaned up all the pine needles and brush and everything. It's 5 loads of brush total for this job. I got a 15-yard dump trailer. So yeah, 5 loads of brush. Now we got, I think it's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, eight of these logs, plus the big heavy. chunks from the stump, and then we're gonna grind them stumps. So yeah, this one was the second tree where the hinge was. That thing broke way sooner than I thought it was going to. But I think I messed up my cut here. As you can see, my bar wasn't long enough, and I think I overcut the undercut over into here somewhere. So it kind of threw it off, but it still came down pretty safe. So yeah, that's why I tie ropes in tight spots like this. So yeah, now it's time to hook up that winch, drag some of these logs onto the trailer. Alright, yeah, so I got the winch hooked up and ready to go, hopefully. So I'll just show you what I got. Because a lot of people have different ways of moving the logs. This way, I mean, it works, but it's not all that efficient. But it's what I got for now. So I got a chain wrapped around the log. I got a shackle in the chain, so that way I can make this hook up to the chain as short as possible. So yeah, that's the just the cable that came with the winch for now. And then I put this on here this morning. Actually, it's the lifting eye of a Category 1 3-point hitch. And then I got a shackle on that attached to a snatch block. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this winch because I don't have a tilt deck trailer or like a rollback or anything. So I'm gonna use this to hopefully have some upward angle to skid that log onto this part of the trailer. And once it's on this part, then I'll unhook that snatch block and just use the winch to drag it up here so I can tie it down and get it all good to go. This winch, I put the winch on my trailer in another video I have on YouTube. It's a 2-inch receiver. It's just welded to the tongue of the trailer. So the winch is removable. It's just a 9,000 pound traveler winch, and I don't have the electrical system hooked up all that great yet. The cables that came out of it, eventually I want to make a plug-in on the back bumper of both my trucks, but we just got some jumper cables running up to the battery of the truck. Like I said, not the perfect setup. I do want to eventually just get a plug-in on the back bumper of the truck for the winch, but this is what I got for right now. So we're gonna see how well it works. So I'll set you guys up probably about right here. I think is a good setup so you guys can see what's going on. All right, so that seemed to work out pretty good there. So I'll disconnect all this stuff, roll this one to the side, and get 7 more of these things. This one wasn't the biggest, but it was somewhere in the middle. It wasn't the smallest either. So I'm hoping I can get all of them on here. If not, I got the chainsaw, I'll just cut them up. I'd prefer to get them on the trailer like this though. So I don't know, man, we'll see. Check back in with you later. All right, so we definitely got all them logs on that trailer. It definitely was not the easiest method or the quickest method. It'd be a lot easier to just have like a mini X or a backhoe or even a skid loader to just toss them things up on there. But I don't have one of those. But I was still able to get it done. Definitely not easy. But if I keep doing this in the future, I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. That's bent really bad. That's just a 3" by 3/16 inch angle iron. It's now about 6 inches towards the truck and like 3 inches down. So that's definitely not good, but it did hold up. Both the welds cracked that were holding it up there, but it held and it did what it needed to do. So I guess it worked. If I ever do this more often with this trailer, I mean this trailer, I mean that bar will still do some logs, but if I was doing some more, you know, like 20-25 inches plus, I would definitely reinforce that. This one will probably have to get cut off, put a new one on, and then bolt some cross members from like here up to here, and then I think that would probably make it a lot stronger. I just want to keep this open though for some of the other stuff I do. So I think a bolt-on option would be the way to go with this. And then if I had to, I guess even run some bolt-on like a flat bar from like here back to here somewhere, and that would probably make it a lot stronger. Yeah, it's the thing's pretty well had. Yeah, but it got this job done. So we're gonna come back with the stump grinder here in a few days, get these stumps ground out, cover them with dirt, and then scoop up all this crap. It's on to the next one.